Hey, welcome back to Cooking with Rich. I'm Rich, and today we're going to try something a little different. Just a little different as far as me posting this, because I do this all the time. Today we're going to make some homemade roast beef that we're going to be turning into cold cuts. I'm going to be doing this with my Innova Pro Series sous vide. So what I have here is a whole beef round. What we're going to do is we are going to pat this dry, and I'm not going to do too much trimming on this. I'm going to get rid of like the stuff here, that's just kind of hanging off. I do want a decent amount of fat because this is going to hit the slicer. It's going to wind up, as roast beef slices, and roast beef needs a little bit of fat. So, I take off as, much of the silver skin as I can. Try not to butcher this too much. And again, a really sharp knife does the trick. And I think we'll take a little bit of this cap off here because it's a bit much. And a little more silver skin over here. So we get this taken care of. Then again, I'm just going to take some of this off. I'm not sure how deep this is going to actually be. So let's see. It's got a decent sized cap on it, but yep, there's the meat. Again, just take off, a little bit. This is that really hard fat. And again, it's going into the sous vide. So there's really not going to be, a rendering period, so to speak, like on the smoker. So how this is going to go into the sous vide is how it's going to come out of the sous vide, except fully cooked. So we're going to take off about that much. And you get this piece off here because it's a little thick. And again, you could save the trimmings, put in your burger grind. You can basically do anything with it. Add it to your sausage grind if you're going to make some beef and pork sausage. And I think that's going to do it. Oh, nope, a little more on this side. Let's just get this piece off here. And again, this is just that hard fat. All right. So I do not need this whole muscle for two people. So we are going to be cutting this in half. All right. We're going to use this half. This half we're going to put aside, and I'm going to do another video on some Italian cured beef with the other half of this. So what we're going to do, real simple seasoning. My salt, pepper, garlic mixture. Basically, it's a cup of pepper, it's a half a cup of salt, it's a half a cup of garlic, and it's a quarter cup of Larry seasoning salt. I use this on everything, on my barbecues, on everything, and be liberal with this. And that noise you heard was my sous vide telling me it's up to temp. So again, be liberal with this. Get all sides. Don't be shy. Remember, you're slicing this paper thin, so you're not going to get a huge hunk of meat with the seasoning. You're just going to get a nice, a nice slice of roast beef for a sandwich. Again, I think I've gotten enough here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into a sous vide bag in my vacuum sealer, and I will be back in 1 minute. All right, we are back, and here we have our beautifully seasoned roast beef. Hit it with the vacuum sealer. We are going to now put this into my Innova sous vide machine, and we are using my Innova Pro. It is a powerful unit. This unit could stay on 24 hours a day for a month, they claim. I've never done it. I also have my Innova double wall steel insulating tub, which works amazing. And let's just get this in. Just going to drop it in, close this. I like to actually hang the bag over a little bit, so I have to always grab it. If you notice, I got it set for 135. To me, 135 is going to be perfect because we're going to leave that in the sous vide for about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. And it's not going to cook any further than the 135. It's just going to be perfect 135 from end to end. But after that, I'm going to put it in a scalding hot cast iron just to get some nice crust on the outside. It makes it so much more flavorful when you slice this up on your slicer. So I will see you guys back in about 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Hey guys, welcome back. So the deli style roast beef, if you remember, we put it in the sous vide, cooked it for about 135 degrees for about 3 hours. I then browned it in a screaming hot cast iron on all sides, as you could see. And after that, I put it in the fridge because one thing I've learned is you really don't want to cut into a hot roast beef. All the juices are going to come out. So I got my slicer here. Let's see how this looks inside. All right. Let's see how it came out. There you have a nice medium rare slice of roast beef. My goodness, is that good. Cooked to a nice medium rare. And honestly, if you look at this, I mean, I sliced it nice and thin. You get plenty of the flavor because I put plenty of seasoning on the outside. You know, just tender, just pulls apart. So juicy. Perfect for a sandwich. So let's see what the inside of this actually looks like. Give you guys a shot of that. Look how beautiful that is. My deli style homemade roast beef. Absolutely delicious. Up your sandwich game. Don't be afraid to do this. Super simple to do. You guys saw what I did. Honestly, the sous vide did most of the work. 135, let it go for 3 hours. In a vacuum sealed bag. Amazing, amazing flavor. I guarantee you make this once, you will never buy roast beef again. Never buy roast beef again. This is something that I love to do. It's simple, it's easy, and it's so delicious, it's ridiculous. So, from my kitchen to yours, thanks for tuning in. If you like this one, give me a thumbs up. You know, hit that like button, hit the subscribe. Like I always say, you know, let's get it, you know, this channel growing. See you guys next week.